222 times, they said, the other.
Good morning. Mr. President Trump, 4-star general, chief law enforcement officer. That's right. Some of your advisors here telling you to be politically correct, in which that's not working. 21 trillion in debt hasn't worked for years. Just be a figurehead. Just sign the bills that the Congress and the Senate send you and make them law, and that's all you really have to do. That's the job title. Is you're like the Senate. One man. It's, 3 levels. 2/3 makes it work. In the meantime, you're a 4-star general. Dispatch the military to the Mexican border. How many times I got to ask you to do this? They started to do it and it didn't make the news. Some National Guard went down there. Some different states sent their National Guard. We have how many in Korea? 30,000 protecting their border. How many do we have in Japan? Protecting Japan. In Germany, how many? We've got hundreds of thousands of soldiers stretched around the world protecting them. All I asked for was 6,000. 3 every half mile. You got to do 2,000 miles. They got to have backup, of course. It's probably going to be 10,000 time it's all said and done, with the logistics of food trucks going up and down the border, a shower truck. Leave them out there for a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, a month. It'd be good training for these guys. Survival training. They could set up tents. They could have FEMA trailers. You got enough FEMA trailers. You could have this done in 24 hours if you just ask the generals, the other generals that are under you, how long is this going to take? There's enough pickup trucks in Texas to haul trailer there all day long, but the military's got it covered. We got enough equipment scattered all over the world. Let's recover some of our equipment. Bring it home. Put it in Texas and Arizona and New Mexico. Then we could start a sweep around the country and it would actually work. There's no sense sweeping the country up of illegals if they can just walk back in the middle of the night. Carry some water, call their cousin that's already here. He could pick them up. Boom, they're in. Or they can pay a coyote by hauling drugs, and the coyote will have it arranged that they can get in the back of a semi and bake themselves. If this was proposed to the Mexican government properly, that their people are committing suicide by coming in, trying to walk across the Texas, Arizona, New Mexico desert with a couple of jugs of water, with carpeting to their feet. You're asking Jeff Sessions to step up. I'm asking you to step up. Yeah, Hillary needs taken down. You have the U.S. Marshals. Did you forget about them? That's who needs to go incarcerate, pick up without any chance of bail because there's a flight risk. Obama did lots of treasonous things. I don't think the American people are going to complain if Obama got picked up for giving Iran. How much? How much money did he give? I know it was their money. There was sanctions against him. He had executive privilege to a point. You go back through the history of his 8 years, who got the $10 trillion while he was in? We need to hear more from HUD too, how much billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars, trillions of dollars was extorted from them. Let's collect back some of the money. How many people work for the United States Department of Justice, the federal attorneys? They could get the individual state attorney generals involved. Let's get them involved. They know, everybody knows where all their local police know where every crack house is in the country. They know who's dealing the drugs. It's just there's no room in the county jails to put them. So they pick them up. The judge gives them non-reporting probation. Many places have a separate drug court. Is that sick or what? As long as you're on drugs, you can shoplift from the Walmart. You have a good excuse. BS. You started something good here. You were going to take the federal regulations off of marijuana and get all the pot smokers out of jail. That was something that's going to save, oh my goodness. I can't even do numbers that big. You can. Make room in jail for the white collar crimes. For the people that have extorted federal grants. Oh my God. Ho ho ho. Woo! You got to build more jails. They're nonviolent. They just need to go in for a little while and go fight fires in California for $1 an hour. Yeah, put them to work doing something. Don't just let them sit in jail and feed them. No, they got to get out and do work. They got to be in the chain gang and pick up litter alongside the road. Give them mechanical snippers instead of weed whackers and let them trim some weeds along the guardrails in this country. Yeah, that's right. Embarrass them because they extorted. How much money did the Pentagon extort the day before 9/11? $2 trillion the day before 9/11 happened? That's an excellent video. The Pentagon. Now, if that's secret money because they were doing experiments, chemical warfare experiments out there on Plum Island and it needed extra funding. We all know how the CIA operated. Ollie North, come on, they brought in heroin and cocaine. They were the kingpins of the drug trafficking in this country. It's pretty much a fact. We do not want a police state. We do not want such strict law enforcement that everybody that has a legal car and paying insurance and has a clean driver's license be picked up in roadside stops all the time, like they do around this country. A DUI checkpoint. We do not want Gestapo-style law enforcement in this country. If you shut the police free and there's room in jail, the local police all over this country will go, with assistance from the state in many cases, because they're local police departments, and they will clean up the crime. They will raid houses that have lots of stolen property in them, lots of drugs, and hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash. The police know where they're at. I mean, you don't have to drive around the same county or city too many times to figure out who's breaking the law. The amount of people that extort money from Medicaid and Medicare for medical supplies, oh my goodness. They drag their feet going and investigate. Mercedes-Benz in the trailer park because they made so much money. Hundreds of billions of dollars have been extorted from Medicare. What's the debt of Medicare right now? Medicaid. Whew. Whew. Who suffers for that? The people living in the nursing homes. It's astonishing what we do in this country. We house 2 million prisoners. And how many do we have in nursing homes? It's all being paid for by the tax dollar, because once you're in a nursing home, I don't care how rich you are, you're going to go broke pretty quick. And the government's going to take care of you for what? $50,000 a year? More? Plus medical bills and a lot of you. Oh my goodness. It's astonishing that we're not above water right now. We're gurgling. The interest on the national debt is as much as our whole military budget. I'm not saying do a reset like Russia did. No, no, no. They can't really do that. But we sure could collect back some of the money. But in the meantime, we've got to show some strictness. I mean, Martha Stewart went to prison, for crying out loud. How much money do the Clintons have in their foundation that they didn't feed the people in Haiti? There was a lot of food taken down there. Some temporary tents for housing and stuff. How's Haiti doing? We walked away. It never make the news. Lots of natural disasters. What's going on in California? Who's attacking California here? Come on. You know, I'm Kenny Jameson, and we know about chemtrails, in which you could stop today also. We know all about them spraying aluminum up in the atmosphere to make a sun shield over us. And what it's doing is when the sun comes through those particles of aluminum, it's actually heating things up worse. People are getting more skin cancer. Barium? What the heck? Why? What do they got to... Let's have some clean fuel. Let's put some catalytic converters on some planes. How's that? Many problems today, but thank you for doing as good a job as they'll let you. Thank you very much. It's 10 minutes. I got to let you go. But our number one priority, the wall, whippy dippy. If the wall's not protected, I know you've beefed up the security, the Border Patrol. Give them assistance with U.S. Army on our border. Let them do some exercises down there. They can learn how to use the equipment. Get some walkie-talkies going between each station. Get some solar down there so we get some floodlights put up so they can see what's going on. Light up the whole border. Floodlights for 2,000 miles right on the dang river. And backup for these guys. Helicopter backups. I think if you just put 3 soldiers every half a mile, they could see each other. You can see a half a mile. I don't think you'll have anybody crossing that border. The word is out. If you bring your kids, you've committed a crime, and when you commit a crime, you don't get to keep your kids. They go into protective custody. That goes on in every city in this country. Their parents get caught smoking a joint, and they take the kids away. Come on. Well, not everyone, because some states it's legal. I don't know if you can legally smoke a marijuana cigarette in front of your kids. Is that a crime? You can drink a beer in front of your kids. I don't live in one. I live here in Virginia. You can stop by and visit me sometime if you want, or invite me to your golf course there and give me lunch. I'll fill your head full of old American stuff, just like you know, but you need to step up. You're the chief law enforcement officer. The FBI is behind you now. Tell them to get out there and do some investigating. Make some arrests. Then they can do the research. We know it's there. Clinton's committed a crime. Why aren't they being picked up? How many other white-collar crimes are taking place out here where people are laughing at the United States Justice Department? That's my buddies over there. They ain't going to arrest me. Can those guys do basic math? Can they do a ledger sheet? They're attorneys. You know they can, but will they? They don't want to make waves. It's bad for the stock market. Oh my God. Seriously. Watch the movie China Hustle if you haven't seen that. That'll lay it out for you about free trade. Yeah. That's a very good movie on Netflix. A very good documentary. Maybe you've seen it. Have one of your kids watch it and brief you on just exactly how China has infiltrated our stock market. Wow. Trade war will be good. We'll start up our own sewing machines and make our own shoes. We don't need China's products. We don't need them. We can survive without them. We did for 100 years, 150 years, up till Henry Kissinger opened the border, up until we surrendered to Vietnam. And China basically took us over at that point. They took a lot of our money, and they're buying property back in the United States with the money we gave them for little trinkets, for craftsman tools, for Coleman lanterns to go camping in tents. We gave them all of our manufacturing. Henry Kissinger, thank you. You really did good here in the United States. I think he was one of them paperclip guys. Kenny Jameson on a message to the President of the United States. You're telling us, you step up, sir. Put the military on the border. Maybe another 10,000 across the Canadian border. Let's beef up the checkpoints there too. There's places up there they walk in. While you're at it, talk to Rubio about the Muslims in China and have him look at the Muslim camps in the United States. And their leader telling them, here's a green light. Go take cars and kill people, take knives, start the rampage, start derailing trains and blowing up nuclear power plants and la-di-da-di-da. BS. The local police know where these people are at. Give them the authority to the U.S. Marshals to do their job, and by God, you'll see the United States come around. Wow. Thank you again. I'm with you. I know they won't let you step up, but give it a shot. Bye.